Hello and welcome everyone to this, our first 50th anniversary event of the year. There'll be 9 throughout the year, but I'll get to that in a minute. The seeds were planted for the PF as we all know it today back in 1968. A small newsletter called The Wicken began to be produced, and it all started to keep a small group of gardenerians in touch. It quickly grew though as it became clear that more people were in need of this kind of publication and that they weren't just gardenerians. By 1970, the group were working in earnest to campaign successfully against the introduction of the Anti-Witchcraft Bill, which was introduced by then MP Gwilym Roberts. It was decided that more needed to be done than this, and so the Pagan Front was announced in their newsletter September 1970. It was ratified officially at Beltane 1971 with a ritual written by Doreen herself. Its earliest activities were campaigning in favour of freedom of religion and against the persecution of minorities, as well as running a contact service for pagans to find like-minded people and encouraging those who wanted to run PF groups of their own in their local areas. Membership was then, and still is, open to pagans of all kinds, as Doreen said, whatever their occult commitments may be or none. And as Doreen said in her opening speech, unity is strength. And I welcome the fraternal unity of all sincere people who follow the pagan path. We may not always agree with each other, but we must support each other in our struggle for our right to follow our religion and lifestyle of our choice in our modern world. These are words that we still hold to today as we continue the work that our founders started 50 years ago. So this year is all about celebrating the work that we do, the achievements that have been made, and you, our amazing community. There are a total of 9 events throughout the year, beginning with this one today, and I'll run down what's going to be happening today shortly. But let's just give you an overview of what's to come over the next year. So in a few short weeks, we have a special edition of Round the Fire for summer solstice with the PFI, Pagan Federation International. I wonder if 50 years ago our founders ever imagined that we would be helping to support pagans all over the world. The next event is our academic festival in July, with talks from some of the best in pagan academia. This promises to be a true highlight of the summer. I'll be speaking too, so please do let me know if there's anything particular that you'd like me to talk about. Districts have been a thing for the PF ever since the beginning. As I said earlier, people were encouraged to start up their own groups in their local areas. And at the autumn equinox, we will be celebrating their amazingness, from what makes them all unique to the things they do to serve you, our community. Samhain is going to be a special treat for us all with a storytelling festival, which will include a writing workshop for you to develop your own tales. And Yule has always been a time for our community support team to offer festive fun and support for everyone, and especially those of our community that can't get out and join in celebrations with other groups. This year, it's going to be a special treat. At Imbolc next year, we're hoping to get together with other fantastic organisations that serve our community in one way or another, and we're hoping to solidify our connections, make a stronger community for us all. Spring 2022 is all about pagan pride. We'll be collaborating with the Scottish PF to brag about all things pagan. And last but not least, this time next year, we'll be finishing off our year of festivities with an in-person event. We really hope, please coronavirus, be kind to us. We'll be holding an arts festival in Yorkshire, complete with an expanded community awards. Categories for those will be announced at Yule. We've got lots of other projects on the go as well, from new member services to special productions, and we're hoping that we'll not only do the work from the last 50 years justice with our celebrations, but we'll also be setting the foundations for the next 50 years to come. But for now, let's talk about today. So at 1:30, these are just the highlights by the way, at 1:30 we'll be announcing and talking to the winner of this year's Community Award. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, you'll have to wait till then. At 2 o'clock, we'll be looking at what the PF has achieved over the last 50 years. At 2:30 p.m, we've got the chance to get together over Zoom for an hour, and we'll all be telling our favourite stories about the PF over the years, and the Zoom link will be shared just before for you to be able to join. At 3:30 p.m, we'll be launching our new communications survey. This is for members and non-members alike. We need you to tell us how we're doing, what we can do better, help us understand what you need and want from us. At 4 p.m, we'll be live streaming our open ritual for you. You'll be able to join in with us officially this year. You can download your copy of the ritual script from the link that I'll put in the comments and also in the event description. And to end out the day at 5 o'clock, we're super excited to say that Sprig and Mist will be joining us to provide the playlist to the end of our first anniversary event. It's going to be a busy year this year, but for now, let's get today underway. Thank you for joining us and have a blessed Beltane.